Okay, apologies. I hit the wrong button. I was doing a time check. But anyway, he was going through some changes, man, and let's just say that. So yeah, this guy for me is the focal point of the entire interview process. Okay, so let's continue on here. Here we go. Boom. Okay, so now we're at 9:23. So okay, so he's done some changes. He's shifting body position. It's just beginning. The interview is kind of, it's kind of already rolling, whatever. Everything's good. Everything's normal, okay? And also, what I want you to do, though, if you can, and I'm probably going to forget about this, I want you to keep an eye on this guy over here to the left. You can't see him yet, but you do see him later. And what you find is there's a dichotomy between the old, experienced boom mic guy and the young guy, this guy, because this dude over here is straight up fucking zen. He loses it a little bit, but let me tell you something. This guy never loses it, man. He maintains absolute professionalism, and you run into that a lot, and there's a lot to be said about just because you're old doesn't mean you're wise. But this guy, yeah, he's definitely a professional. This guy, he's probably a professional now, and this is one of those experiences that he probably tells younger boom mic guys about what he went through back in the day. So let's check it out. So here we go. We're at 9:23. Okay, now we're at 10:10. Now he shifted position. Now you recognize those techniques, right? He's doing the straight up. This is what they taught him. That's what they taught him in sound engineering school or whatever, right? Boom mic school. Now remember this guy, man. He's you don't see him yet. He's got his position right over the center. So he's got his up there. Okay, it's looking good so far. Everything's good, man. Everything's good. Yeah, and don't forget he got that pack on the front. He's got wires coming out of his backside. It's a hardcore job, dude. It is not an easy job. Boom. Okay. This is an extra shot. At this point, 11 minutes and 7 seconds in this James Rutherford interview and processing, and it was pulled off of YouTube, but it's no longer available on YouTube. I even did searches on Google. You can't find this shit anymore, dude. Oh my God. Oh, dude. First it becomes rare. Then it becomes valuable. Then it becomes illegal. Okay, so trust me, man. If you have this footage, get it on an encrypted hard drive and put it in a safe deposit box, man. So anyway, this guy says something about get me a Bible, right? And then Chris Hansen says a classic line, dude. He says, a lot of people have had religious conversions after walking in here. That is beautiful, man. Oh wow, that is so beautiful. So I had to throw that in there. I couldn't. And look, he's got the classic stance, man. He's standing straight. The boom mic is completely supported above his head. He's not doing the full hardcore all the way up like we saw in those lead-in pictures, but he's doing it, man. It's straight out of this textbook boom mic. Okay, so let's continue on. Boom. Okay, now he has shifted. Okay, now he's shifted. He's brought the one hand down. Okay, now he's getting a little bit tired. Now we're 11 minutes and 40 seconds in. I'm not keeping like a rolling time. Dude, look at Rutherford. Rutherford is doing the predator stance. He's doing the total predator stance, dude. This guy is straight up maintaining, dude. He's straight up maintaining. This guy over here is just, he's so professional, man. And I guarantee he's retired by now. He's probably retired. He's one of them guys, dude. He's like the Yoda of boom mic guys, man. You'll see. You will see. Okay? Yeah, you will, Jean-Pierre Michael Wiltsey, see. So anyway, now he's shifted, and now he's got he's kind of still holding it by the wrist here, but he has dropped this arm. Okay, his arm, it's got what they call that muscle fatigue in his shoulders. Okay, so let's continue on. Dude, 12:14, a minute later. Now, his shoulder has recovered, so he's back to the classic stance, okay? Now, remember, this guy over here has still maintained. He's still maintained, okay? Let's keep going. Boom. Okay. Yeah, boom. Now, look at this. He is now resting the boom of the boom mic on the top of his headphone contraption. Whatever that piece you call that goes over the top of your head. He is now doing unorthodox procedures. Now, this is the difference between the young guys, okay, The young, undisciplined guys, and then the older, wiser dude. This other guy, I guarantee you, he's done Spielberg. He's done Spielberg, Saturday Night Live. This guy over here, this dude, he's resting the boom of the boom mic on his head. It's innovative. I am not going to take away from the young folks. They improvise some crazy shit. But see, this is the same shit that this guy learned wasn't professional years ago. Okay? Look at that. The boom is now on his head. Okay? Okay, we've gone like another minute. Okay, now he's shifting. Now he's, okay, yes. Now what has happened, I put some notes on the side here. Now what he's done is this shoulder has given out for some reason, again, or for whatever reason. Now he's got the boom mic, and he's got that last 12 inches of the boom mic, of the boom of the boom mic, just up against his forearm. Okay, so he's trying to do that methodology, and that is a standard or an official. It's a methodology. It is a single hand. But dude, he's too young to realize that he can't maintain this. And what you're going to find out is this guy over here. Okay. He uses methodologies that I do not believe that he shared with his younger compadre. Okay, but yeah, he is totally, now he's shifted. Okay, let's just try it. Let's go further. Okay, now we've gone about another 30 seconds in. Okay, yeah, that's right. Now, Rutherford says, this is awesome, dude. Classic case of predator cross-contamination. Listen to what Rutherford says. He says, the last time I saw, the guy was dumb enough that he came here, and the next damn day he went and tried to do it again. Can you say John Kennelly reference, dude? This is episode 4. It's episode 4, okay? So he's not even referencing, he hasn't even seen episode 3. I really do not believe he's seen episode 3. He's referencing John Kennelly. I just came to get something to eat! Dude, cross-platform predator contamination going on, man. You can't beat this, man. And then this guy is like, he's checking his mic levels, but he's totally still bracing. That's the end of the boom mic right there. It's the end of the boom of the boom mic. Is right in, almost into that pocket at the elbow between the forearm and where the bicep meet. Legitimate technique, no doubt. But, dude, you've got to be experienced enough to understand that you cannot maintain that for very long. That's a very, it's a technique. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, next shot. 13:54. Now at 14:05. Now he goes back. Now he's looking over here. You'll see if you are able to see the video, straight through, that he does a lot of eye contact with this guy over here. He does a lot of eye contact. Okay, and you're like, who is this guy? Is he like a director or something? What's going on? There's a lot of eye contact and a lot of looking around because he's kind of getting tired, man. I think this is like his first. I think this is his first gig, dude. He's really. I'm not gonna say he's amateur. What I'm saying is he's just. He's not following the same procedures that the older, more grizzled, experienced guy is. And now this guy here, this is who you're looking at. This is the experienced guy. There's his slacks. There's his sweater. We're going to get better look at him as this moves on. Okay. But, okay, so here we go. So he's trying to get back to the standards that he was taught in school. He's not even paying attention, if you see. See, he is distracted. That's the young guy problem. That's these young people, not just young people in general, but any new guy or the young guy, the up-and-comer guy. They've always got that. They're not really truly focused. They're distracted. They're always distracted. Okay, so let's go down here. We're at 14:05. Okay, 14:23. Okay, yes, I put notes. A lot of movement has taken place at this point. Boom mic guy clearly has no idea what he's in for. Yes, there's a reason I wrote in there. Now, there's been a lot of movement. You got a new camera guy came in. This guy kind of shifts position. This guy moves a little bit. He's getting in behind Hansen, right? And then this guy does this maneuver. The full, what I call the karate maneuver. He's just up there, dude. It's the jujitsu of fucking, he's doing that karate stance, man. It's just... Oh gosh, he thinks this is going to be over in a couple of minutes. So as the young guy, okay, he's trying to establish dominance. The older guy is in it for the long haul, okay? The older guy has nothing to show off for. He's there to do a job. This guy is here to prove something. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I love this guy. This guy is my hero. He really is, man. He's as much a I can't use the I can't use the phrase victim, as one of the predators, but he is as much a casualty, okay? He is as much a casualty as this guy. And don't forget, this guy is not free to leave. See, that's the point. He is not free to leave. This guy can get up and walk the fuck out anytime he wants, but this guy, he is not free to leave, dude. He is not free to. Do you sense it? Right? Do you sense it? He's trapped, man. Boom. Now we've moved ahead. Okay. Oh, this clip is Hansen says something. Oh yeah. Okay, so he said something about the previous whatevers, and then Hansen says, and I swear to God, this is word for word transcription, dude. Hopefully I got my spelling correct. You probably got a chuckle out of what happened to some of these guys, right? And he's comparing him to these other guys, and they're both referencing John Kennelly. He's like, you probably got a chuckle out of what happened to some of these guys. And look at him, he's doing the predator stance. It's just, oh God, oh God. And look at him, he is maintaining, man. He's confident, he's young, he's virile, he's strong, he's holding up that boom mic, he's making his, like, I don't know, $12 an hour, maybe, okay, $25 an hour. He's probably not fully union. Okay, this guy over here is union. Okay, he's full on union, man. Okay, so we keep going on. Boom. All right, boom. See, the boom is back on the head. He puts his microphone back on his head. We saw, okay, from Google Images, that is not a sanctioned technique. That is a typical young guy maneuver. I ain't hating on the young folks, but they do things that are unorthodox, and it is what it is. It has a place, no doubt. It has a place. But seriously, when you're resting the boom on your head, what if that boom were to slip and fall? See, that's the point. It's about control. And you are not experienced enough, okay, to go pulling this maneuver. It is such an advanced maneuver, and it's these fucking young guys, man. They just want to do this advanced shit because they think, well, I could play like Eddie Van Halen because I just bought a guitar. And then it's pretty good. They can't even play the goddamn guitar. Then they got to find out, oh shit, well then I got to learn how to play the basics. And then they got to find out, oh shit, I need to learn the 1-3-5 of music. All right? So, yes, it is a technique. It's not a sanctioned technique because it is an advanced technique. It is very advanced. That top of that headphone bracket that sits across your head is so slippery. He could have at any moment drop that freaking microphone. Now look at the experienced guy. Yes, the experienced guy is going through changes, but the experienced guy maintains the height pretty much. Let's be honest. He maintains his position of his microphone, but he does it in a much more secure fashion. Okay, there's no chance that this microphone is going to drop. Okay, anytime soon. This dude, if he turns his head, if a mosquito bit him on the neck, he twists his neck. Boom mic falls, scene destroyed, predator walks out, okay? And look at this guy. He's I don't know what he's looking at this point, Oh my gosh. Well, I know what he's looking at. Those goddamn chat logs, man. Oh my god. Okay, next slide. Boom. Okay, so now, at this point, a couple of minutes later now, he's gone back. Now, at this point, actually, believe it or not, there's another mistake he's made. He's thinking, okay, I'm going to freshen my muscles up by stretching them out. I'm going to get my arms back up, right? Now, so he's back up in, the prisoner pose. That's what I called it. So now he's got the mic fully back up again, okay? And then look at this guy. Oh, man, he is hurting. Look at him. He's got that predator pose again, dude. Doing predator pose. Chris Hansen is hitting him with more of the chat logs, more of these questions. Now look at this other guy over here, the experienced guy. Look what he's gone to. Fingertips. He's fucking Yoda, dude. He's fucking Yoda of boom mics, man. He's the fucking Yoda. He's gone to fingertips, and he's using, like, he's locked in his upper arms against his torso. And he's using the fingers, and he's using the minimal. He's using his back arm as a lever or a counter lever, and then he's using his fingertips. If you look really close, using his fingertips to prop up the boom mic, and he's not overextending his hand out here, right? See how this guy has this thing way extended. He's keeping it close to his body so that his muscles do not fatigue out, and he's using his fingertips to be the support. Pure genius. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Okay, then Rutherford, of course, is still just, he's shelling, dude. He's shelling. He's just, oh my God. All right, next. Boom. Okay, now back on the head. See? Look at just back on the head, back on the head. Look at the experienced guy. Fingertips. He's changed his fingertips. His mic boom, his boom has not changed position. He has changed his fingertips, okay? He's changing his fingertips. Yes, he is feeling fatigue, no doubt. But guess what, though? He's been doing this for years, dog. He's been doing this for, he is the Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? He's been doing it for years. And look, he's got the same pack. Looks like he's got a bigger pack than the young guy. The young guy has like an entry-level pack. Look at this guy. He's got pockets on the front of his pack, okay? Fingertips. It's all in the fingertips. Look at the control. Look at that control. Absolutely amazing. But the trick is, okay, he's got that upper arm, that bite, the inside of the bicep, that whole bone up just into, really into his own torso, so that all of that weight transfers to basically his torso and legs and his waist, and he's able to maintain without going up and down and putting on his head and all that crazy shit. Okay, so here we go. Go a little further. Boom. Okay, now here's another quote, Rutherford quote. Rutherford says, "I even bought my car here, believe it or not." He bought his car in Darke County. That Corvette. Dude, I'm not making this up. It's in this video. If you know, I did a look so I could try to give somebody a link. It's not out there, dudes. It is not out there. Ho 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 ho. We got rare footage, dogs. We got rare footage. But, you know, and I did look. I made an honest look, and I did not find it. But anyway, so yeah, Rutherford says he bought his car here, believe it or not. Wow. And the reason he says that was because he was like, as I'm driving on the interstate, I was going to stop off at some Air Force base. I was going to stop off at some museum. I was going to stop off at something. And at one point, he does say that, okay, well, I'm getting off at this exit. And then this was the exit that took me here. I believe that's what he says, if that wasn't the other Predator. But whatever. But the key is, though, he bought his car in Darke County, dude. Or at least, Greenville, Ohio. That's where he bought his Corvette, dude. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Oh, interesting configuration by the boom mic guy. Now look at like how many techniques are going on. Now look, he's still see his technique. See, look, he's got the beard of experience. Look at it. This guy has filmed. Dude, he's been on the set of Apocalypse Now, dude. Swear to God, he has been there. He has been on all of them. Now look, he's shifting fingers. He's using his hand at the back, the very end of his boom mic. He's got that arm cropped in. He's still using fingertips, but now what he's done is he's done like that pool cue. You know how you do like a pool cue, except it's with the thumb and forefinger this time, and it's on the inside of the thumb and forefinger, and he's using that to balance, and it's putting all the weight into his body. Okay, look at this guy, single hand. Okay, just and I guarantee you his wrist is getting so tired because of the weight. He's not at the center of that boom. Okay, he's like, you know, back here at that boom. So now he's dropped this arm because he's gotten muscle fatigue in this shoulder. Okay, let's check out the next one. Now we're at, okay, 21:46. 21:40, okay, 22:45, a full minute. And now he's back to putting it on his head. Okay, he's back, and he doesn't even have his hand all the way at the end like this guy does. This guy has his last finger right at the end. This guy, he's about 3 or 4 fingers in, see? And then it's sitting on top. Again, that's very dangerous. That's why that's such an advanced technique. You really don't want to do that. You want to have a mount bracket. You would put a bracket up there and you mount it in the bracket, and then you twist and turn. You can do whatever. Because the chance that something could happen, and it's a what they call that, it's in physics, it's like a probability quotient or something, that anything could happen and you could drop that boom mic so quickly and you couldn't recover in time. You couldn't, you know, your hand is down here, you know, whatever. So yeah, he's got the boom mic back on his head. This guy still maintaining. Dude, come on, man. I mean, you know, Hambubger is proof. Just because you're old doesn't mean you're wise. But this guy, he's wise, man. He's been on more than a few movie sets, I'm telling you. All right, next. Boom. Okay. Oh, now he's trying to go back to the prisoner pose, right? But look, he can't get it up as far because now he's got shoulder fatigue. That is just he's like, okay, I can only get it this far up. He's not gonna lock out his elbows because it's just so he's trying to minimize risk. So he can only get it up to about above his own eyes. He's suffering already. I guarantee you he's breaking a sweat. Look at this guy. Still using the finger technique. Still got the hand. Look at the hand. It's loosely around. Just loosely around the end. Letting the boom carry the weight. Okay. Got that arm locked in. Okay. The whole force is being shot down to the earth. See? So he's able to stand. Look how straight his legs are. And he's leaning back, man. He's got to lean. Okay, he's leaning into it. He's leaning, well, not into it. He's leaning away from it, and it puts it probably through the butt cheeks, right? This is your back. This is for your butt, right? It's probably going through the gluteus muscles or whatever, and then it's being transferred by the bones down into the earth. Great technique by this guy. Now this guy's struggling. Now look, his muscles are already. Now this guy had to go to above the head, the full prisoner technique. He could do it. This guy couldn't maintain it for long if he had to. All right, next slide. Boom. Oh God, this is where I put it in here. Boom mic discipline slipping away. He's losing control of his boom mic. He's losing control of his boom mic. Look at the experienced guy. Still maintaining control of that boom mic. Still got it in position. Look at what this guy's done now. He's got an overhand grip. Okay, underhand grip here. It's like, what are you, lawn care? You weed whacking? Dude, and he's trying to excuse himself by saying, well, I can pick up the same sound waves down here. Well, maybe you could, but then if that were the case, you would have a strap and you would wear it like a weed whacker, But that's not what boom mics are about. Boom mics are supposed to be up and above, out of the camera angle. Okay. Oh gosh, I got to do a time check. Oh, Jesus.